Welcome back to Landlocked. It is week 12. I am your host, Ted Flint. As always, we are in the Northwest Bank Studios, a virtual Northwest Bank Studios. Just checking in on Koba. He's behind me laying down. We are brought to you by Wild Rose Sportsbooks and Casino out of Clinton, Emmitsburg, and Jefferson. It's a good weekend to go. It's going to be like 75 degrees, 70. Like, go Sportsbooks. You know, Iowa State ain't playing. You know, bet on Iowa under or over. It's going to be rainy apparently, so we're going to talk about that. It's going to be
nicer here than it is in California. So
you're going to watch me crash out in two unders, I bet, on Mac Action tonight. So hope everyone enjoys that. Literally cannot have another point scored in the whatever game that is. Buffalo
from Michigan.
Yeah. So as always, like I said, we are brought to you by Wild Rose, and we're in the virtual studios because we don't bet well enough to do their actual studios yet. We got 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks to get there. So let's get on a heater. Maybe we should do like the bowl game one. Like just do like a solid 3-hour, solid day drunk bowl game bonanza from the actual studio. Should we like
3-hour bowl game bonanza
while drinking?
I'm super busy that day.
I mean, we're gonna put it all on Williams's card. So like just I'm sure there's beer in that studio, so
I believe
it'll be fun. Anyways, before we get started on week 12, we like to go over last week's games. Spoiler alert: didn't do great, didn't do bad, didn't do bad, didn't do good.
You guys did okay. I had a second week in a row of being absolutely awful on my picks, which is, as we were discussing a little bit ago, ironic because I actually, the last 2 weeks have...
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, on my picks for sure, or my locks for sure, I've basically been even the last 2 weeks out, overall, which sucks. It always sucks when that happens. But anyway, for those of you listening, I went 1-4 with the 4 misses being Indiana team total over 31.5, Memphis -3.5, Washington -10.5, and TCU team total over 31.5. The solo win being Texas Tech -10.
Because we don't bet against Koba, or do we? We're gonna find out.
I'm not at this point, but we'll talk about that later. Tez with a 3-2 week, the 3 hits being Texas Tech first quarter -3.5, Temple Army under 46.5, and Wisconsin team total under 16.5, and the 2 misses being Purdue total touchdown under 0.5, and Oregon -6.5.
Was you talking about Purdue?
This should have been a shoe-in 5-0. Before we get to the Purdue, like what was the Oregon post-game win expectancy was like 78%. Like they walloped Iowa in that game. That should have been, you should have won by a touchdown.
Iowa did.
But yeah, Purdue down by 31 points with all of their backups and scored a touchdown with 1:47 left in the game. Just to really just rub my nose in it.
And that's why those bets are dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then to round it out, Ted with 3-3 week.
I don't know what you're
going to click on things.
Okay, I tried finding it. I looked away for a second.
The three losses.
I got it.
This whole thing should be.
The 3 losses being Indiana -14.5, Oregon, Iowa over 40.5, and Florida, Kentucky under 43. And the 3 hits being BYU, Tech under 52.5, Wisconsin team total under 16.5, and Wisconsin under 44.5.
Yeah, like pretty solid week overall. Indiana, obviously, that game was amazing. Can't really fault that. Florida and Kentucky went over by 1.5, I think. A little bitter about that one, but yeah. Sorry, I hear footsteps, and it's not the dog. So I'm sure this is going to go well. Anyways, yeah. So we'll take 3-3. The flyover was UTSA versus USF on Friday. Flew over. Really wasn't in doubt. They scored 78 points. I think it was it seemed pretty easily in the first half. Then they kind of stalled second half, but we got there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it did stall out for a bit. They scored a bunch of points early, and then it was a little bit of a slog. But yeah, ended up over by 10 points basically. So
the Sitco under was North Carolina Stanford. Got a little dicey there towards the end. Stanford kind of tried to come back. Either way, hit it again. That's 7-4 on the year. No one watched the Stanford versus North Carolina game because why would you do that? Not even North Carolina fans watch that game. So, and this week's Koba's picks is Texas versus Georgia. So when we get there, we'll discuss that one. He obviously it was Texas Tech versus BYU last week. Texas Tech covered the -10. He is now 10 wins, 1 loss, and 1 push on the year. Shows you how easy it is to bet. So,
I mean, you are also actually.
Oh,
I'm the one.
Scored. Perfect.
I'm the one crapping the bed on the Koba's picks because you swapped a week with Koba, so you are also 10-1-1. Tez is 9-2-1. I mean, I guess 6-5-1 isn't the worst thing in the world as far as picks on.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I decided to just follow the dog, and he's picking games that I like that side anyways, but I feel like I wouldn't have picked Tech -10 last week if Koba didn't. I was just going to follow him at that point, so that worked out well. So, yeah, at this point, like you said in that text, pick him over the fucking dog picks. So.
Just take whatever the dog picks. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized that all right, hang on a second. I just rage quit the DraftKings website because, Central Michigan scored again, and I need that up to look at the picks. As always, we are called Landlocks because we are mostly a Big 12, Big 10 betting podcast, and it'd be really silly if either of those conferences decide to, include schools that are on oceans, because that would just be stupid and ruin the sport. So we're going to run through the Big 10, Big 12 slate, and we're going to do that. We're going to have fun together. Oh, as always, we're going to start on Thursday night because the game's there. We're going to bet it.
Well, for me, the action is the juice. I'm in.
And we always joke about why would you bet the NFL game? Because it's trash. And this week, the NFL game was actually trash. New England is hosting the Jets. You don't want any part of that. Bet on the Breece Hall anytime touchdown and don't watch the game. Instead, you should definitely watch Troy versus Old Dominion. Old Dominion is a 12.5 point favorite. Over-under is 52.5. And no, I do not know where Old Dominion is located at. Feels like Virginia. This is a Virginia school.
It is Virginia. It's Norfolk.
Knew it. Look at that. Never a doubt.
You know where Troy is.
Troy's in Alabama. I do know that. Right?
It is in
Alabama. Yes.
It's literally Troy, Alabama, yes.
I knew you know that. All right. I'm just going to take the over.
Troy, Alabama, yeah.
Completely vibing on the over. Just over 52.5.
I'm going to find something to bet on this game probably. Don't know what it is at this point, but Troy's covering away and as a dog.
Yeah. I'll take Troy, but that's based on absolutely nothing.
You want to follow their previous records? That would be the what to do. 6-3 on the year, 4-0 away, and 4-1 as an underdog. I don't see a lean on the total in any way. So, I mean, I guess the money on action is on the under, but neither of the team's records would really tell me to do that. So I don't know. I suppose you could tail that, but
yeah, this is very much especially for me, this is a game that is, I've brought it up before. I'll bring it up until the end of time, as long as I can bring it up. Troy is my team in NCAA football games, video games. So to me, they're always better than you think they are.
That's sure. I'm going to build a dynasty with a media team.
Yep. I'm going to bring them to national prominence, and just there's talent on this team. They just maybe haven't fully tapped into it. I know the potential. I know what they can do. But that being said, I don't know. It's 12.5 points. If he can give me double-digit points on a Thursday night game of...
You're just saying that because Troy is your NCAA football team. That's
he just said that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Anyways, you know what Fridays are for, though. And boy, do we have some doozies. Clemson heads to Louisville. They are 2.5 point
You have to
underdog.
Throat when you say it.
Debo is coaching for a bowl for first time ever, I think.
Who's coaching for a bowl?
Debo?
Yes. No, it's Dabo.
Dabo
Samuel is a receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, he's been letting me down all year. Dabo, I'm gonna dab you up. All right. Clemson's underdog is 2.5 point underdog, over under 51.5. Here's the thing. You can bet on Clemson, but there's no fun in that. Like, we all want Clemson to lose. We all want Dabo tears. Alt line Louisville. Let's just some real like.
So
she's on the dirt.
Interesting fact about the line on this game. A week ago, when it came out and was first put on action, it was like it was completely flipped. Actually, more than completely flipped. It was Louisville plus 5.5, who is now minus 2.5. So I don't know if that was some weird, like offshore number betting that people were reporting. The next report was +1, and then it was minus 3.5, and it's kind of bounced around between 3.5 and 2.5. So I don't exactly. Those numbers get kind of goofy sometimes, but I think that number is really interesting because it's a 4 and 5 Clemson team going to Louisville, and it's only Louisville favored by 3. That seems like a trap to me.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not knowing a ton about these teams. Obviously, we don't ever talk about them. I don't pay attention. I know, like, my whole thing with Clemson is, we know the Dabo stuff. Coming into the year, Cade Klubnik was supposed to be the shoe-in favorite for Heisman. They were going to go 12-0. They were going to win the national championship. Nobody could ever stop this team, and then they've just gotten flicked in the nose over and over and over again. I don't think they're that good. I think the Dabo time, I mean, even like 3 weeks into the season, the Clemson fans and even some national people were talking about, all right, are we at the point, can you even, if you're the Clemson athletic department, can you actually fire Dabo Swinney? Like, because of what he's accomplished there. Like, can you actually do that?
Yeah, Clemsoning was a thing before Dabo.
And
just
correct.
Finding a way to lose games.
But they're doing an impressive number on it anymore. I wouldn't. If I was going to play a side, give me Louisville. I will trust that more than I will trust whatever Clemson's put on the field this year.
That's the difficulty, man. Like, again, I said it feels like a trap line. I don't understand it being as low as it is, but Louisville is 3-6 on the year, 0-6 at home, and 2-6 as a favorite ATS. So, like, they're not. They're yeah, sure, yeah, they're due. Yeah, they just haven't been super impressive. They're 7-2, but they just haven't been impressive against the number. Clemson hasn't been great either, but that's probably why the line is lower than you would kind of think about when it comes to comparing records. And I don't know what you think teams have done this year.
Okay. Moving on to the next game. Minnesota heads to Eugene, Oregon. They are a 25.5 point underdog. Over under is 43.5. This game's gonna be gross. Just take the under, or take the Minnesota team total under. Pick whatever under you want to take on the night. Take the under. Short week after a physical game against Iowa.
Like 25.5 with a total of 44.5 is disgusting.
Yeah, just take whatever under speaks to you.
I think I would be on probably on Minnesota under of some kind. That's a team going west on a Friday night.
Yeah, in a
multiple time zones. Oregon. I mean, I understand. I honestly probably wouldn't hate taking Minnesota in the points, just because Oregon's probably. I don't know. In my brain, it's one of those Oregon, technically a short week coming off that Iowa game, that Iowa trip. They're probably just want to get out of there with a win. So that might be a 17, 20 point win, not a 28 point win type of thing.
Yeah, anything, the stuff I've written down doesn't really help for much, but Minnesota hasn't covered 6 of their last 7. This is a game. If this is at 2:30 on Saturday, I probably feel a little different about it.
Right. I would agree.
I think Oregon's going to have every opportunity to just kind of take it to them. Whether they will or not is because, like you said, you're traveling back from Iowa City last week. You're playing on a short week. Maybe just want to get in and out, done with, finish this game. Yeah. Go to the next week. I don't know who they even have next week. But just
they play
get through this game. I don't hate.
They host USC.
Yeah, USC is a big game for them. So that's it.
Yeah.
I don't hate. Yeah, playing that under. I assume. Yeah, that Minnesota team total is probably 7.5 and just bad odds. Maybe 9.5 or something. But
I think it's probably around 10 based on the numbers. But
I don't hate that.
8.5. 8.5 at -115. So,
yeah, maybe.
Tell you what I kind of like, and if you're looking for an under, is under 4.5 touchdowns to Oregon at -130.
Yeah, they're honestly Oregon's team total under is probably more tempting to me than anything. Just thinking about all of that stuff.
Just mostly park the bus.
It's a middle trap game off of travel. Just win it. Don't need to impress anybody type of game. Yeah, okay. I don't hate it.
Moving on. I think this is big. Is Big Nude in Northwestern? I think it is, right? Because this is at Wrigley Field. I'm just gonna call it. Don't back up. Don't check my work. Big Nude kickoff. Michigan is a 12.5 point favorite versus Northwestern. Pretty sure this is at Wrigley Field. Over under is 40.5. Baseball stadium unders. At
Wrigley.
Yeah, baseball stadium unders. Won't be my sicko under because I have something much more disgusting and much more important.
Boy, they're testing it. 41.5 is, yeah. Don't know how much.
It's all gross.
What's the weather going to be? Oh, it's going to be nice.
Yeah, this weekend's going to be great.
It's a little bit of a crosswind, a little bit, I guess. I don't know exactly how they set the stadium up or the field up in there, but There is going to be a crosswind, but it's not going to be crappy outside of that.
Or just, don't watch the game except for the novelty fact. But yeah, I also don't think I like either side of the line on this. So, speaking of a line we definitely like, Wisconsin heads to Indiana. They are 28.5-point underdog. Over under is 44.5. Sean, what do we do in Wisconsin games?
I mean, team total unders. It's minus 155 though.
Yeah, touchdowns is plus 105. So I mean,
yeah, I don't know how much I can tempt that fate anymore. If there's a team I would tempt it with, though, it's Wisconsin. It's hitting the team total under and winning last week is just absolute chef's kiss out of that team. God bless them. This is a game that I do believe in the Wisconsin team total under. I just don't like the value on what that is.
Maybe just take the full game under, because I got figure Indiana's like coming off of a pretty hard win and just like get out of the game. Is this the last home game for Indiana, though?
I guess. Hang on.
Do they play one more? That's my worry, too. I guess this is their last home game.
Yes, they play at Purdue in 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they're going to come out here and just wax them. And that's in all of these weeks. And I know there was a quote last week from the pregame interview, and even like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think I tweeted what Signetti said. He comes out and he does these pregame interviews, and they're just, they try and set him up of the, team said they're going to do this. How do you adjust? And he goes, every time it's just, we don't play scared. We play to the whistle. We're going to beat you up and down this field till the end of the fucking game. And
what did you say last week? We put it in Slack. I was trying to track it down before the game, which means I have to go back a long ass ways. They were asking him like, how's he prepare or something? And he said some version of like they prepare for us or something. All right, I'll find it.
Yeah, he drops all of these things pregame.
Nothing concerns me. That's what he said. Nothing concerns me. Like,
dude, he's nuts, and he is. Yeah. He wants to go out there and beat everybody by as many points all the time.
Yeah, I think I will just have to play Indiana again, which
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They let me down, at least on the team total last week. I mean, the whole thing would have been bad last week, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin is just like 2-7 on the season, 1-2 away, 1-4 as an underdog. Indiana's 7-3, 6-1 at home. Well, it's not home, but yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I definitely won't bet on Wisconsin. Let me put it that way.
Who the hell is betting on Wisconsin plus 28.5?
I don't know, man.
When they played UCLA in the pregame interview, they asked him, UCLA is a team playing with nothing to lose. What scares you about them? And he answered, you can't play scared. And then he just walked off. And it was the most confident can't play scared. Yeah. And then they won by 50.
He is kind of a psychopath, that's for sure.
Yeah,
in a good way. I mean, well, I think it's a good way, at least for as far as his football team's going. It's in a good way.
Yeah, like another concerns me is like when someone hands me a shot and they're like, "Don't you want to smell it?" Like, no, I'm taking it. It doesn't matter what's in there. I'm not taking it. So let's just go for it. I'm gonna be upset if it's McGillicuddy's. Like, I won't be happy if someone hands me Docs, but I'm still taking it. Moving on. Arizona heads to Cincinnati. They are a 6-point underdog. Over under is 56.5. If I touch this game, I'm just touching the total and I'm going over.
Cincinnati hasn't won a game in November since 2023. Which they also haven't covered a game in November since then, which pros and obviously some of that checks out. But also Arizona's last 6 on the road have gone over. I do like the over. I think if if I'm going to play the line on this, I'll take Arizona in the points. I think they will be competitive. They've been up and down. They're not super consistent, but they've got good talent, man. They play all right. When they play well, they play pretty damn well. And I don't know. I'm still kind of lost on what Cincinnati is. I haven't watched a ton of them the last couple weeks, so
I don't know either. That's the difficult part for me is I feel like Arizona
I know their quarterback's good, but I just don't know. I don't know.
Like I feel like Arizona has been competitive with everybody, and kind of perform to what you think they should do. But like Cincinnati's last, so they beat us 38-30, but then only beat UCF 20-11 at Okie State 49-17. They suck, obviously. Baylor at home 41-20. Like, I don't think Baylor's anything to be impressed about. And then they go to Utah and get smoked by 30 points. So I don't know that Cincinnati's anything to be like. Their record is good and technically they're still in the hunt, but I don't know that they're actually good as far as like top of the league. So yeah, I don't know if I would. I don't think I would bet on. I don't think I would lay the points with them. Maybe something with the total. I don't really know how I feel there. Maybe over, but
I mean, when in doubt, I always say bet the over.
Just bet the over.
Just bet the over. That is right.
All right, moving on. West Virginia heads to Arizona State. They are 11.5-point underdogs. Over-under is 48.5. West Virginia's won a few games in a row here. Arizona State's been struggling. Do we trust them going completely across the continental United States?
No.
I mean, no. The short answer is no.
Shit, man.
There's not a chance in hell you betting on West Virginia, like spread wise or whatever. I mean, I don't. ASU on the year has been an under team as far as totals go. Obviously,
especially at home.
Well, obviously their situation. I guess I don't know what Tyson's situation is, but Leavitt's done. I mean, they made my day terrible not too long ago. Maybe
in person.
I think a lot of teams got the very quick outline of how to not play against this particular Arizona State team. Which is annoying to have to be the ones to show that to the world.
It's just because we're such a noble team that we decided to like show everyone the way.
Yes,
really?
That's what it was. I mean, West Virginia's been playing better in the sense that they're covering.
They definitely have been
won a couple,
better.
But
the at Houston is weird to me. The versus Colorado is not surprising, but the Houston game is goofy to me.
Colorado's a bad team, but
right.
Who would lose to them? I mean, really.
And covered against TCU, lost that by 6, and they're not. They've been competitive, but I do agree with when you're traveling, going that far, I think it's just going to be a little strange for them. I don't know that they get like absolutely crushed. I don't think it turns into a weird little. I mean, Arizona State at this point, they're not trying to play shootout games. by any means.
Right.
I think it'd be a slower pace. I think if you play the under. I don't like the spread necessarily because it very well could be a 10-point game. It very well could be a 17-point game. I don't know where how you decide to draw the line there, but
I know what game you want to talk about. The game of the day. The only game really worth putting on the main TV. Kansas State heads to Oklahoma State. They're a 19.5-point favorite. The over-under is 52.5. Oklahoma State's coming off of a bye. Is this the week? Is this the week they get a win and ruin everyone's survivor chances in the Big 12?
No.
no, but over.
That's not a Memorial Stadium. That is.
You're correct. But it's not a Memorial Stadium. We'll get there soon.
I bet we will. We'll be fighting. Okay, over. I mean, sure. Why not?
Yeah. I just play it. I don't know that I would play
Maybe just
that.
play Kansas State over.
Also, just don't bet it. That is my professional advice on this one. Don't.
Would you rather bet the Wisconsin Indiana game or this game?
Wisconsin Indiana, maybe? No.
Well,
I think the books have caught up on both of those teams being super bad.
Yeah,
at this point.
Oh wait. Let's see what Oklahoma's team total is. Can we make another undie sandwich here? Put them together with that under 7.5 Wisconsin.
Okie State, Wisconsin. Yeah,
16.5. That's too high. Too high to bet. Not disgusting enough. Is there a Service Academy game this week? Did I miss that?
USF at Navy,
South Florida.
I thought Army had somebody. Maybe not. Okay.
Not
Okay.
that I noticed.
Screwing around and I lost my spot. All right. I found it. I'm a professional. I know how to do this stuff.
Go to the coast. We'll get together. Have a few laughs.
Iowa is currently a 7-point underdog. Over under is 49.5. Oh, it's 7 right now. I'm actually going to go bet that right now. 49.5 is the total. They are playing University of Southern California. Supposed to be pretty rainy. Sean's on the over, which in the rain that is what you're supposed to do.
Overs are 4-1 in Memorial Coliseum. Well, I don't know. It's 60 degrees, which is cold in California, and you just told me the other night that's when nobody wants to tackle each other. So
I said that. What game was that? Did that under hit? What was that in? It was the pro game, right? And anyway, it did hit. I remember that. All right. Anyway, Iowa plus 7. Like you got to hit that, right?
you don't have to. I promise you don't have to.
In normal situations, I would say yes, but like
you can get first half under 24.5, and that seems pretty viable. I'll give you that.
Maybe it's just the I don't know the perception of Iowa going west, but I feel like they have had like zero success going west in the last,
except when they waxed USC in the Holiday Bowl, which apparently like they're using that as like motivation or something. I heard on
23 years ago.
I mean,
you want to play? I was in junior high, dickhead. I was literally in junior high, dickhead.
It was not. It was like 5 years ago. They went and killed USC.
Oh, in like 19 or
that
something.
One? Yeah, they played in 2019. Okay, whatever. Cool.
No, but I just mean in general, like Kirk and Iowa going west has not worked out well. I don't know. I probably won't bet the game, to be honest with you. Like they taken enough of my money this year. Like just trying to fade them or emotional hedge against them. So
okay,
I probably should just stop that at this point.
Speaking of super attractive games, I know you're going to be in on. Directional Florida heads to Texas Tech. They are 23.5-point underdog. The over-under is 48.5. I might just taking their Texas Tech under.
I think I'm just going to play Texas Tech.
I will be playing Texas Tech first half minus 13.5.
Texas Tech on the year 9-1, 6-0 at home, 5-1 as a favorite. UCF 4-5 on the year, 1-2 away, and 1-3 as an underdog. And I mean, I guess you could like make some kind of argument that Texas Tech will lay up and not take UCF seriously enough.
Don't think so.
Texas Tech is just way better. I think they've finally hit a stride, and they're just way more talented than everybody in the league. They spent
and they're just
$20 million on the roster or whatever. Like that's proving itself out.
They've got the talent, and it's not like.
How do we get like a $1 billion oil man to like give us money? Like
we moved the school to Texas.
We changed the school we're talking
or
about.
we move ourselves to Texas and we strike oil.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit easier than physically moving an entire school.
Billionaire oil guy would be nice. That's for sure.
Yeah, get on that.
It absolutely wouldn't hurt by any means. But yeah, I know I kind of touched on it last week, and it was in my landlocks or in my cash crops of Texas Tech's they've been starting a lot of their games pretty hot. They're just beating people out the gate. You're going to give me at half up 2 touchdowns on UCF, and that's a win for me. I'll absolutely take that. I think. And then they can just coast out the rest of the way. Maybe it is a team total under. Maybe it is an under. But I think just coming out of the game from kickoff, they just put it to this team. Like Jake was saying, they found a stride. It's not even – there's a couple of these teams, and by that I mean literally a couple of these teams in the country right now that are just beating everybody by – more than expected week in and week out. And this is one of them. And I'm going to keep playing on that. Like they found a groove. They're not overlooking anybody. They're not stumbling up anywhere. They're just playing good football, man.
At least for the last 3 weeks. I mean, they had a couple rough games before then, but
right.
They beat the piss out of Okie State, which is like, okay, whatever. But then they went to Kansas State and won by 23. And then last week, host BYU, who I think a lot of people probably would have said was the second or third best team in the league, and just make them look dumb, basically. I mean, win by 22.
Dumb.
Well, it was, I mean, even as I was watching that game last week, they settled for field goals 3 times in the red zone. Like
that's
going to
get them
2.5 quarters.
They got to figure that shit out before the playoffs, or that's going to sink them.
But I mean, I think it was conditional. Like they only took them because they could.
I think at that point, Joey Maguire's like, we don't have to do more than this, so we're just going to take our field goals.
Yeah, I don't have to push it. I don't have to take shots to the end zone.
I think when you get in a playoff against whatever SEC team or whatever that has closer talent to what you have, you don't do that.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that was a coaching philosophy sort of thing. I think that was just situational football.
I don't even think I know who the Texas Tech coach is. Is it Joey Maguire?
I just said that, yes.
Yeah. Didn't know that was the offensive coordinator. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's Joey Maguire.
All right. Moving on to a much, much more aesthetically pleasing game. Penn State heads to East Lansing. They are a 7.5-point favorite on the road, 48.5.
Christ.
At what point am I taking Penn State a 7.5-point favorite on the road against anyone? And I understand Michigan State is dog water. I understand that.
I mean,
this week.
Yes, they are. Penn State has not covered a single game as a favorite, and Michigan State has covered every game as an underdog this year.
Okay.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
I don't know if I can actually do it or not.
I mean,
You bet on Penn State based on how they've been trending and the fact that they're just way more talented than Michigan State. And yeah, I
understand the gripes and the pushback, and I'm not going to sit here and endorse Michigan State by any
feels
means.
like you are.
Right.
Feels like you are.
But if I'm going to lean one way, I'm going to slightly lean that
This
way.
is why people come to this podcast, for us being like, Penn State has not covered as a favorite, and Michigan State has always covered as an underdog. Bet the Spartans. This is Sparta. I'm already in. You sold me. You're getting a touchdown, a hook. Say less,
Right.
as the youths say.
But also probably super duper under. All of the under.
Yeah, but sometimes you get these
All
sloppy ass
line the
games.
under. I don't think this is a sloppy ass points game. This is
Probably right. All right. I mean, I've been joking about how we're going to go on a better game and then it's trash, but this time really we are heading on to a better game. Maryland heads to Illinois. They're a 15.5-point underdog. Over under is 53.5. Terps versus Illini. Just give me the over.
under.
Oh,
Under.
damn it.
Hard under.
Just immediately under. Aren't Illinois' overs hitting?
Not at all.
they're 5-4 on the year, 1-4 at home, 2-2 as a favorite.
Okay, fine. Take an under in a game that has a turtle.
Maryland is 3-6 on the year, 0-3 away, and 2-4 as an underdog. So
Did I miss
This is another one. My real bet for this game. Illinois has lost or tied the first quarter in 5 of their 6 conference games. And you can get Maryland plus 6.5 at -115 for first quarter. And I think that's where my money will be on this one.
okay.
That is disgusting.
I love this. I don't know. I haven't bugged you or asked you where you're going to find some of this stuff, but I really have enjoyed your these random first quarter trends and shit.
I have.
Fun. It's great.
I have unfortunately just been digging through box scores week by week, and
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's gross as hell. I'm so sorry. that you're doing that.
I tried to use AI, but AI told me it just does not have the capability to look at football box scores. So I'm not worried about AI taking over anytime soon.
No.
Okay. Moving on. I didn't make a screenshot of this, but one of my possible sicko unders is North Carolina Wake Forest over under 38.5. I just don't like betting on North Carolina under twice in a row. It's a silly principle thing. Feel free to make fun of me. Okay.
I have
all
no
of
feelings
those
about that
Iowa
game.
unders. After all of those Iowa unders,
All right.
broke the mold.
I'm just saying my actual over under.
I will say, sorry, hang on. That number is approaching that Iowa level of they're begging you to take the over. And that under has 46% of bets or 46% of money on 3% of bets on the Action app right now, which is an insane split. That's an insane split. I don't know that it's not going to maintain
What's North
a split like that. But
what's North Carolina's record on the unders? The last couple of hits, because I've been on them.
They are 2-7 on the year, 0-4 away, and 2-4 as an underdog. Wake Forest is 4-5, 2-3 at home, and 1-2.
So did I bet the only two ones that hit the under?
No. That's on the total against the total. So that means that they've gone under 7 out of 9 times.
Okay. So yeah, Anyway, I might make that my sicko under. We'll see. All right, moving on. Utah heads to Baylor. I feel like this is a rivalry game. Utah's a 7.5-point favorite. Over under is 59.5. Is this that blue bonnet battle? Whatever. No. You want to know? All right. Good talk.
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Baylor, Utah rival.
I feel like those are all like within Texas. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Utah 7-2 on the year, 3-1 away, and 6-2 as a favorite. ATS. Baylor 2-7, 1-4 at home, and 1-3 as an underdog. I think Baylor might be my new just gonna fade you team.
Right.
Although they covered against UCF last week, but they have not been good lately. I think for some reason, and I was a victim of this too, or someone that was thinking this too, that thought they were going to be better than what they've been, and they've been disappointing. So,
Oh yeah, I'm in the same boat. I had them. They're 2-7 against the spread this year. They're just not good.
I don't love giving the hook
7-2.
with Utah, but I mean,
Yeah, I agree with that part of it, but I think Utah will just throughout the game. This is another one. I didn't dig through box scores to figure this one out, but I know part of that bet last week was Utah hasn't played at least super aggressive in the first quarter. So I don't know if at least first halves or something, if you want to play it maybe a little closer, but I think just full game, Utah wins this game. They cover it by 10, 14.
Yeah.
I think just over 60 minutes, Utah is the better team. I don't know that you get to 60.5 because I don't know that you get 20 plus out of Baylor.
Yeah, bet Utah or don't bet anything.
Ooh, what was that word?
Yeah.
What word?
To what?
What?
Did you say Utes?
Yeah, 2 Utes.
Maybe next year I get like a Johnny Utah from, Point Break, like for the auto drop. All right, moving on. Like, are all
he play at Ohio State?
Yeah, but his name's Utah.
Okay.
Like there's a line where
Sorry, go ahead.
Like yelling Utah, like Utah make it a double or something.
Utah, get me 2. Come on.
Give me 2. Yeah. Come on, Ted.
All right, moving on. Is all the Big Ten games this week just disgusting? Purdue is a 16.5 point.
Pretty much, yes. There is one game under that is the Penn State at Michigan State is the only game. I guess that and the Iowa game are the only two that are in single digits.
You got there. Yeah. All right. Purdue is a 16.5 point underdog on the road in where the hell Washington plays. Over under is 53.5. Washington just lost to Wisconsin, and we're going to trust them to cover 60.5 against Purdue.
Yes, I will. Purdue is very bad. Purdue is very bad, and they're flying all the way to Seattle, and it's just not going to go well. But also the under. Just bet the under. There's not going to be points. Purdue can't score points. Washington clearly can't score points either. Under. But also Washington.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet this game. But I have a tough time. I'm either staying away from bad teams or I'm fading them. It's kind of been what I've tried to do this year.
Yeah.
I think I have a tendency to do. It worked out for a while. It's gotten less great as the books have caught up the last couple weeks, but you won't catch me betting on Purdue. That is for sure.
Okay. Moving on to a game that we really want to talk about. Utah State heads to Las Vegas. Over under is 70.5 points.
And action is showing 71.5. So
over.
like it may be going that way.
I heard a stat on some other podcast last week, and I'm sure it's accurate, that totals over 65 points are hitting at like a 68% clip. So fuck it. Over.
It's just one of those. I mean, so Utah State's 5-4 on the year, 3-1 away, 3-1 as an underdog. UNLV's 5-4 on the year as well, 3-1 at home, 4-3 as a favorite. It's just, I mean, I understand the books do adjust to some of this stuff, but I mean, we're picking it. It's a game we're gonna pick, and so they're like begging you to go under. It's like when you see numbers that get outrageous, like you have to just if you would bet them all on the outrageous side, you're probably going to come out ahead.
So you're also on the over?
Yes.
All right, Sean, what do you got in this?
Oh man, yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a lot of points.
You don't have to commit now, but
You can tell us later. You can think
I'm
about
not.
it.
Yeah. If I lean away right now, probably lean under.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm not going to commit to this. If my computer wasn't being just absolutely awful, I believe we had this game last year as a flyover as well.
I can look.
I'm on minute 19 of trying to pull this up. Yeah, we had it. It was at 66 last year, and it totaled at 84. So, and I went under on that one. So maybe I'm just in the wrong here.
did we go over?
Me and you, Ted, went under. Jake went over.
That tracks. See, I'm learning my lesson. I'm definitely going.
Yeah,
flyer.
yeah. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That convinces me. We'll go over. I'm okay with that. Give me the points.
We die together. Bad boys for life.
Yeah, 6 o'clock kick. Ain't gonna be any other better game going on at 6 o'clock. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I just saw the Ohio State team. All right. Before we get to that, we are heading to Coba's pick of the week. Is Texas heading to Georgia? They are a 6-point underdog. Let's see what Coba has to say. Welcome to week 12 of Coba's picks. All picks against the spread. Brought to you by Landlocks and Cyclone Fanatic. As always, logos made by my son.
That's me.
Release the beast. He is horns down, Texas. Coba is now 10-1-1, and he's on Texas. We had to hear the whole song.
Was that Hot Cross Buns?
I think it was Hot Cross Buns.
I assume that's what he was playing. But
Also,
I have no idea.
Koba looks massive in that video. That's why I had to keep it going. Big dog. He's getting tall. Yeah, he's on Texas +6. I hate that.
I also hate that.
I also hate that.
So, like, I'm not locking it in right now. But man, I was really hoping he'd pick Georgia. So
I actually kind of want to pick the under. Like, if we were picking anything, I would pick the under in that game, I think. But yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, I'm not going to full commit to it just because it's the dog and he's whooping our ass in picks this year. But I'm probably going to stick on that Georgia -6.
yeah, and that line
That one just feels a lot better.
Yeah, I was really hoping to be like if it was 7, but then I went and I checked and I was like, oh, it's 6, so that really sucks. Yeah, Coba's on Texas. So if you're out there following the dog, which you should be doing at this point, 10-1-1, we're idiots by going against him. So, excuse me. All right, moving on. UCLA is heading to Columbus, Ohio. They are a 32.5-point underdog. The over-under is 48.5. just bet the under probably, but also let's see what that team total looks like for UCLA.
Oh, it's a hard 7.5.
Yeah, minus 135.
Check out that UCLA team touchdowns.
Oh, plus
touchdown
145.
under.
Ooh, what I should do is so hit that. Wonder what that is with Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think some
Now,
form of
that-
fading UCLA traveling, but it's not. I mean, it's
There is, in all of this, there is some level. Do I want to get burnt by a just incredibly bad football team scoring a garbage team touchdown against Ohio State with a minute and a half left 2 weeks in a row? No, I do not. That sucks.
So the Undy parlay team total of 7.5 for both Wisconsin and UCLA comes in at plus 186. Just saying. And they're at separate parts of the day. So like if Wisconsin stays under, you have to wait the whole ass day to see how UCLA does. I might do that. That sounds fun. Sounds
Spice up
disgusting.
your day a little bit.
Yeah, I might have to pull the trigger on that one. Besides that, I guess I don't know why you'd bet this game, to be honest.
Yeah, no, there's nothing fun about this game. Like, not even fun things to watch. It's just
Yeah.
how many points does Ohio State score? Like, that's just strictly all it is.
Okay. For your nightcap, TCU heads to BYU, who just lost to Texas Tech. The over-under is 51.5, 45, 4.5, minus 4.5. BYU is favored by 4.5. What the hell is that? All right. I think I'm just going to take the over.
I would lean over on the total if I was going to play the total.
Or you just go TCU because it's a rivalry, right?
I appreciate you coming up with Utah teams and Texas teams having
say it's
rivalry.
it's not Utah and BYU. That's for sure.
Isn't BYU and Baylor? Oh, god damn it!
BYU is not in Texas, Ted. That's what I'm telling you. Like,
I thought it was a
most
church
all
thing.
these rivalries are in BYU.
I thought this was a
Texas
church
teams.
thing.
No,
Well, I mean, sure. I'm sure they have some differing beliefs on things in the world, but I don't think that makes
Texas
it a
Christian
rivalry.
University and the Mormon University.
And the Mormons,
probably,
yeah.
yeah.
Dumb. All right. I quit talking. I'm done.
I really don't have a great feeling either. I mean, my initial gut was BYU, but
Yeah,
man, I don't know. It's both. It's kind of like pissed off spots for each team, right?
That's
I
what
feel like
kinda like.
BYU's better than TCU just from like looking just eye test stuff, but I don't know.
Why? What happened to TCU last week? Anything bad? No.
I don't think so.
They got shut down by a defense that had not, performed
Shut
over
down anybody
well.
for a month and a half.
Special teams, you. Think about Iowa State's special teams.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat of I initially looked at it as BYU, and I think they are probably just the better team, but I don't know. I'm interested to see how this whole thing obviously got slapped in the face a little bit last week. How they come back from that. I like the whole story of the kid that's their quarterback, but I'm still just not entirely sold that he's that good of a quarterback.
He's a fullback.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know didn't go there as a quarterback and he's just been the part of it. And so it's a cool story, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this team kind of bounces back from that. I don't really like I don't really like the spread, the points, one way or the other, because I just don't know what you're going to get. I think you're going to get both of them just fighting to do a lot of shit, though. So
Tell you what,
I think
the
one thing I will lean on is BYU is still leaning on and playing for everything.
yes,
right.
yeah.
So TCU at 6-3 is, I guess I don't actually know how many of those losses are in the Big 12, but just perception wise anyway, no matter what, without winning the championship for them, like it's probably done. So yeah, I just think in general, I would lean BYU if you're going to make me pick a side on it. I don't love the number of points you're having to give up, but that is what it is.
well, since there's no Hawaii game, I thought I'd help you out, Sean.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Are you out of your mind? Are you nuts?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You really are crazy.
What the hell is wrong with you, you sick bastard?
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid? Why?
Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah, last game of the night, 9:30 kickoff. You don't want to stay up for the whole game. Two terrible teams. Wyoming has the Fresno State under 19.5 first half. You're in bed by 11. You don't need to stay up till 1 a.m. to watch this game. What's not to love about this game? It's beautiful. It's disgusting. Like I don't know what Fresno's record is. I think Wyoming's like 3-7, 4-5.
4-5.
4-5.
6-3 Fresno, 4-5 Wyoming.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe not. Fresno's not a shit team. Not a state, though. Yeah, under 19.5. What's not to love? It's either this game or it's the Undie parlay. Now that I've seen the Undie parlay, it calls me like a siren on the sea. Like, welcome to week 12 of Cobra. Nice job, Ted. Like,
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I love either one of those, but we obviously haven't been talking Wyoming every week, and so I don't know how I haven't paid attention to them. I don't even.
Well, let me tell you, they are
shook out. But
Wyoming is 2-7 on the year, 1-3 away, and 2-4 is an underdog against the total.
So that's a lot. That's a lot of unders.
That's a lot of unders.
And like I said, you don't want to stay up for the whole game. You don't want to stay up and see if they cover that 41.5 points. Just halftime, go to bed.
Just a quick one.
It's a little Saturday night quickie. between Fresno and Wyoming. All right. Real quick, let's roll through some ones we probably should have talked about. Oklahoma has Alabama. They are a 6-point underdog. Over under 45.5. Is the dipshit from Alabama wearing this fancy hoodie this week? The one that he's undefeated in? Like the beers?
No idea.
Either way, Bama. There's another one I'm missing.
We mentioned it earlier. USF at Navy. I like that over 64.5. At least that's what it was earlier.
I can see that.
And then another one was North Texas at UAB, which was just slightly under
69.5 points. Not quite high enough.
It was a point lower than our over under or our flyover. Give me that over as well.
All right. I'm going to tell you about one that I really like. I think Narduzzi is playing possum. All week he's been like, we don't give a shit about this Notre Dame game. It's not important. We want to win the ACC. This game doesn't matter a damn lick. So everyone's all over Notre Dame to cover that 12.5 points.
That's not the Narduzzi zone, though.
I know it's not, but it's in Pitt. It's when no one in those damn stadiums, maybe Notre Dame fans. I just feel like he's playing possum. You don't go out there all week and being like, we don't care about this game, unless you really care about this game.
But also, Pitt's not beating Notre Dame.
I didn't say they're beating them.
I mean, you can potentially play the points. That's fine. Take the points. That's okay. Whatever. It's probably
I didn't
fine.
say they're beating them. I said they're going to cover. I mean, I'm not that stupid.
I just don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things for Notre Dame. It just win. That's all that they've got to do.
Also, in that Navy USF game, I kind of like Navy plus 10s. I think they didn't play their quarterback against Notre Dame last week for the exact same reason that game didn't matter. And now he can come back. He was hurt. So I feel like there's another SEC game I'm missing. No? Don't say that.
No, we touched on
Virginia Duke. Let's go Duke.
Yeah. UVA Duke is interesting. Duke favored by 4 is a very curious line. Like, they're just begging you to bet on Virginia at this point.
Let's get Duke into the playoffs. 9-4 Duke in the college football playoffs. That's my agenda.
That's how you get the ACC left out of the playoff. That's for sure.
I don't think it'll happen. Let's find out, though. Let's find out together.
I don't think it'll happen either, but Duke winning the ACC, for that to play out, that's how the ACC gets left out.
I hope so. That's wonderful. All right. I think that's all I got. Have fun out there. I wish I had something witty or something fun to say, but, just stay safe. Bet the under. I mean, that's what my out should be. Just be safe and bet the under. No?
I mean, yeah.
Your outro can be whatever you want your outro to be.
Yeah, it's my world is my oyster.
Hey, you're going to get as long as you're in central Iowa, you're going to get a nice weather day on a Saturday in November, so take advantage.
My kids are second Sam. I'm going to be inside all day at a swim meet. All day Saturday. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Will not see sunlight.
I'll be out of state, so it will not be me enjoying it. But
I also want to give a shout out to my Newton Cardinal high school football team going to the Dome tomorrow.
Oh, you gonna go?
No, I can't go, but I'll be watching.
Did they
be watching?
Did they play Indianola first round of the playoffs?
No. I think they played
Indianola lost first round of the playoffs. So anyway,
I'm trying to start beef. All right, guys.
My high school's always sucked at football, so
I mean, my team went 0-9 this year. No one cares about this. So, all right. See you guys later.
All right, later.
See you guys.